Hi guys, in this video we are going to work with word problems, right? MIP 1502. Students, even if you're not doing MIP, this video is for you, right? We are learning with word problems. In our previous video, we learned about the terms that are involved, such as sum, total, difference, consecutive, product, more than, less than, such weights, right? They all rely on the four mathematical operations, such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Right, without wasting time, if you are new to this channel, what are you waiting for? Let's do the right thing. Let's subscribe. You only subscribe once, right? Let's get to today's video. Jabu had some money. He received 15 more. Now he has 28. With how much money did Jabu start with? Okay, if we were to use that, algebraically, if we were to work out this, what are we going to do? We are going to say, let the money that Jabu start with be X. Let that money, be X. So, since they said he received 15 more, that means it's going to be X plus 15, okay, which is equals to 28. Then we need to make X the subject. So to make 28 the subject, we are going to subtract both sides by 15. So it's going to be minus 15 in this case, as well as the other side will be minus. We're using the additive laws, you know, those your additives and your signs. Work out with your signs, guys. So it's going to be 28 minus 15. So this 15 minus 15 is 0. You're left with X. 28 minus 15, that will be 13. That will be 13. So if you were to use a grade 4 or grade 4 method, we'll put a box here. So we are going to put a box plus 15 is equals to 28. Then we'll ask our learners, how much did Jabu start with? We will need to get to 28, we will need 13. Then the learners here will have put 13 as a solution in this case. So this is how you can work out number 1. Let's go to number 2. Richard's dad had a number of sheep. He sold 27. Okay, we are being told that he sold 27 sheep, and he was left with 46 sheep. Okay, all right. So to get how many sheep did he have at the beginning, if we were to use that grade 4 or grade 5 method, we'll put 2 boxes here, and we will how many sheep he sold. This 27, and he's left with 46. So it's gonna be 46. So what is 27 plus 46? That's 73. So if we to use this algebraically, we're going to say 27 plus 46, which is gonna be X. Then in this case, X is 73. This is how we were going to work out this. So how many sheep did he have at the beginning? That means Richard's dad had 73 sheep. Yes, it's going to be 73 sheep. In this case, this is how you can work out number 2. Guys, let's go to number 3 now. School B has 212 grade 5 learners, which is 4 times as many as school A. How many grade 5 learners does school A have? Right. So let's analyze the problem. We are being told that school B has how many learners? 212. And which is 4 times as many as school A. We don't know the learners that at school A. Let the learners at school A be what? Be X. So since they said there are 4 times, it's gonna be 4 multiplied by X, which is equals to 212. Since in school B there's a 212. So from here you need to work out, you need to solve for X. How do we solve for X? 4 times X, that will be 4X. When you multiply a variable, so it's going with a number, this will become 4X. So which is equals to 212. We will then have to divide, because remember we're working with multiplication. The inverse of it will be, we have to divide both sides by 4. So 212 divided by 4, what is that? That's 53. So in this case, if we divide both sides by 4, we are going to get x as what? As 53. This is what I did. 4x is equals to 212 divided by 4, divided by 4. So x is equals to 53 in this case. So if we were to use that grade 4 method, we were to say box multiply by 4, 212. Then we'll ask ourselves which number that we can multiply and get 212. That will be 53. So this is how you can work out such weight problems. So, okay, we will now go to our last, not our last actually, our fourth question, which is Sipho. Sipho is 10 years older than his brother Thabo. In 5 years time, Sipho will be twice as old as Thabo. How old is Thabo? Okay, without wasting time, let's analyze this and let's find a solution. In this case, since we're working with the case of Sipho, guys, we are being told that Sipho is 10 years older than his brother and Thabo. In 5 years time, Sipho will be twice as old as his brother. How old is Thabo? First thing first, we don't know the Thabo's age. Let me say T. We don't know Thabo's age. So let Thabo's age, let's Thabo's age be X in this case. Okay? And Sipho, you're told that Sipho is 10 years older than. That means if he's 10 years older than, we are going to add to X plus, remember that X is Thabo. He's 10 years older than his brother Thabo. So it's going to be X plus 10, right? Okay. All right. So how old is Thabo? So in this case, we have analyzed, but there's something interesting. They said in 5 years time, Sipho will be twice as old as Thabo. That's what we are focusing on. So in 5 years, time, let's work out that Thabo's age will be X plus 5, since they said in 5 years time Sipho will be twice as old as Thabo. So in 5 years time, Thabo's age will be X plus 5. So what about Sipho? Since Sipho is, remember that Sipho, we were given that Sipho in this case is X plus 10. So in 5 years time, that will be X plus 5 plus 10, which will be X plus 15. That's what we are having there. So remember that this is Thabo in 5 years time, and this is Sipho in 5 years time. Okay, right? Okay, we are required to solve this. So first thing first, to make life easier, since Sipho will be twice as old as Thabo, this is what we are going to do. We are going to say, remember that in 5 years time, Sipho will be X plus 15. And we are being told that in 5 years time, Sipho will be twice as old as Thabo. That means we are going to put 2 times. Thabo is, remember that Thabo is X plus 5. So in this case, Thabo will be X plus 5. So this is we formulate an equation actually. We are going to formulate an equation. This is Sipho. Remember that we're being told that Sipho will be twice as old as Thabo. So that will be 2 times X plus 5. So let's work out this. So 2 times X, that will be 2X. 2 times 5, that will be 10. So we are going to have X plus 15. 15 here, not 5. So to make life easier, you can take X to the other side. When we take 2X to the other side, the same as X minus 2X, which will be minus X is equals 2. Then when we take 15, 10 minus 15, that will be minus 5. That will be minus 5. So we can divide both sides by negative. Hence, we are going to have positive 5. So How old is Tabo? That means Tabo is 5 years old, guys. That means Tabo will be 5 years old. Tabo is what? 5 years old in this case. Tabo is 5 years old. So that's how you can answer this question. So this question was a little bit tricky. First thing first, you analyze the statement. Tabo is 10 years older than his brother. Yeah, so analyze the statement, then you will never go wrong, right? Let's go to our fifth question. Yes, number 5. Number 5, the product of two consecutive even whole number is 168. What are the numbers? You're right. Your answer relies on this. You're being told that the product of two consecutive even whole numbers, yes, is 168. What are the numbers? What are the numbers? How can we work out this? Let the first number be x in this case. Let the first number be x in this case. Okay, then we're not done. The second number, since it's even, second number will be second number. Since it's even, an even numbers are 2, so we are going to add by 2. So we are going to have x plus 2. So remember, they said consecutive even numbers. They said consecutive even, so we have already satisfied that statement. Then let's look how we can tackle it. So since it's a product, yeah, they did said the product of two numbers, the product of two consecutive even whole number is 168. Since it's a product, we're going to multiply these two numbers. So we're going to say x multiplied by x plus 2, which is equals to 168. So from here, we can see that, let's multiply out. X times x is x squared. X multiplied by 2, that would be 2x. Take 168 so that we write this in a standard form. 168 equated to 0. So from here, let's factorize, guys. Factors of x squared is x. So what about the factors of 168? Oh, let's think. 12 times 14. Let's see. If we have 12 and 14, 12 times 14, that will be 168. So these are the factors that can satisfy this equation, right? Since this is a quadratic equation, so the signs, since this is negative, the signs will be different. So this will be negative 12 and plus 14. Because negative 12 plus 14 is positive 2, and negative 12 times 14 is negative 68, 168, equated to 0. Then we will equate everything to 0. X minus 12 is equals to 0, or x plus 14 is equals to 0. So that makes this x is equals to 12, or x is equals to minus 14. So we are told that the product of two are even whole numbers. So since they're even, we cannot take this as our solution as negative, because we are not working with integers. So both should be negative. And another thing, negative 14 is not a whole number. So the answers are 12 and positive 14. That's what we are going to take in this case. So the solution here doesn't exist. It's going to be not applicable. It's going to be not applicable in this case. That's what we are going to have when they give you such questions. The product of two consecutive even whole number is 168. And what are the numbers? The numbers are 12 and 14. Hope you find this video useful, and don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. You only subscribe once. We are growing as a community, and remember, we love you.